So we all know that the trade deadline is near. Okay, so Bleacher Report came out with this, I think, the other day that GM Howie Roseman is on the prowl entering the 2020 NFL deadline. Then another article had came out where Howie Roseman, Eagles are set to be aggressive at trade deadline rumors. They are targeting a linebacker. This is R. William Neal on Twitter. And then the more news came out to where it was said Howie is on the prowl already. One general manager told Jason La Canfora of CBS Sports. You know, we all know Jason La Canfora has kind of said that a lot of players were going to the Eagles over the past few years and never happened. So this could be a bunch of baloney. Quote unquote, he's looking for action. If there is a trade to be made, he'll do it. Bringing in a free agent from the outside is tougher now and more risky with COVID, and he loves to make trades anyway. I bet you anything he gets something done before the deadline. Now, us being buyers at the trade deadline, I don't even see that, period. I really don't. Unless it's somebody that's going to be on the last year of their contract. Because Howie likes getting those players that are on the last years of their contract. Howie likes getting those players that aren't going to cost much for the year. Like, don't trade, you know, if you just want to trade a player to get rid of some cap space, it is what it is. But it's not even saying that he wants to trade somebody off this team. It's saying that we are actually buyers to go get somebody. It's a linebacker. Do we need a linebacker badly? Yes. The free agent market for linebacker, not good at all. But if they were to trade one of our players for a linebacker, then, hey, it is what it is. It probably will help us out, whether it's Zach Ertz or, I don't know, it's somebody at this point. I'm not really sure. It'd probably be the perfect time because that's when Zach Ertz does come back. But who's really going to take Zach Ertz because he hasn't been playing well? His market isn't really good for him right now because, like I said, he hasn't been playing well. And he's going to be coming off of an injury. So this kind of affects Zach Ertz even being traded at the trade deadline. And 9 times out of 10, nothing gets done at the trade deadline by any teams because most teams are only trying to fleece other teams and get as much out of it as possible. I wouldn't be that type of person going to the trade deadline. I'd actually make a fair deal. I would kind of make it look like it's the offseason and make a fair deal to another team. If you're able to trade Zach Ertz, maybe get a first to a third round pick for him. If that's the case, I mean, the least I would take is a third round pick. I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Alshon Jeffrey is healthy. Another trade target. I mean, the Eagles have been trying to trade Alshon Jeffrey the past couple seasons, even though they say they haven't. They have. They honestly have been trying to trade him because of all that cap space, you know, and that's going to affect us more if we trade him during the season than we trade him in the offseason. $26 million in dead cap space. The numbers just don't add up for it. It just doesn't add up. But if they were able to trade for a linebacker, but the thing is, what kind of linebacker are they going to get? What kind of linebacker are they going to get in a trade during the season? Because you know what? If you try to trade for a linebacker, there's no way Howie Roseman's giving up a high draft pick. Howie Roseman likes acquiring players, like I said, on the last year of their deal. He gives up 4th round picks. He likes giving up mid-round picks. He doesn't like giving up 3rd to 1st rounders. Maybe, you know, other than the Golden Tate trade that we did a couple years back, but gave a 3rd round pick to the Lions. But Howie Roseman likes giving up the mid-round picks. Trade for Jordan Howard for a late to mid-round pick. Trade for any type of linebacker now for a mid-round pick. You trade for Jannard Avery last year at the trade deadline for a 4th round pick in the last 2 years of his deal. Okay, and he was very cheap. So I don't know if how he's not going after no superstar. Nothing's gonna look. I don't believe anything this guy does or says or what he's gonna do in the offseason or what he does at the trade deadline. I just don't believe it. I think he's full of, you know what? I just don't think that nothing's going to really come out of it. But it's not something that I would say, hey, this is going to work out. But if they were to acquire at least somebody that's maybe got 2 years left on their deal, or somebody that's, right there to where the Eagles can have him for a couple of years, see how he does. I don't want them to acquire someone that literally just has this year and that's it. But I would like for them to at least acquire somebody that has 2 years left, this year and next year on their deal. You can, have him for a while. Someone that knows how to play, someone that has good terminology of the game, and someone that can jump in and produce immediately. I think that's where it's important. But this all could be fake. This all could be just a load of, you know what? You know what I mean? This all just could be not true at the end of the day. So I'm not really sure how to really take it. So let me know what you guys think about this. The trade deadline is near. I'd be sellers more than buyers, okay? That's just my thing. Like, I would be sellers more than buyers. I'm not saying trade everybody in one shot, but at least get rid of somebody now. Get some cap space back. Start working on this, cap a little bit. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on with this coaching staff. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the year. I don't know if Howie Roseman's going to be gone. I don't know what's going on with this coaching staff in this front office right now. So it all just this happens every year. And the Eagles always try to do something at the trade deadline, but most of the time it doesn't happen. But the last thing I'd be saying is we shouldn't be buyers. Period. With this cap space right now, we should not be buyers whatsoever. And I'd be surprised if they acquired someone that's actually good. Not someone that's like, he's a project for another 10 years. I'm talking about someone that can literally come into the game and start immediately for the Eagles. And we don't know how we're going to look like by week 8 or 9 of the season anyway. Like, this is another thing. Like, it's all going to depend on what we look like. If it's a losing season and we know it's done, then the Eagles are going to start... they're going to start doing some things. They're going to start making some moves early. This way, they can kind of kill two birds with one stone early in the year. So, I would just look out for that and just see what happens there. But other than that, guys, let me know what you guys think about the trade deadline. About the Eagles are set to be aggressive and be buyers for a linebacker at the trade deadline. We'll see. I'm not really sure. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Peace. What up? Fly, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.